Hi, I'm Gaurang Patel and this is my wife Elisha. We lived in our previous house for around 10 years and we not only outgrown that house but we also felt like we need to make the change.
So selling a house was actually something we'd never done before, so it was a little bit intimidating. Of course, buying a house is pretty easy. You know what your requirements are, you know what you're looking for, but selling was something that we really needed some guidance on. And that's where Jane was able to step in, and she had materials ready for us. She had an entire checklist, and she also had an entire team who came in and just provided tons of assistance. She brought Jody, who was able to help us actually get the house ready from a design and staging perspective. And working with her was just phenomenal because she could walk into our house. We had lived there for 10 years and immediately make suggestions. So she walked into one room and just told us, orient the table this way, move this piece of furniture over in the corner, and it just improved the entire flow and look of the house in just seconds.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about Jody, and she's an interior designer, and that was so. The great thing about her was that not only she made suggestions, but there was no force. Oh yeah, I mean, how can you forget about the very, very important piece in the selling process, which is making sure that your property is being marketed and it's reflecting how it looks, which is the pictures, which is nowadays everybody goes to the website or MLS and look at those pictures. Dennis, our photographer, he came in, he took shots, inside, outside shots, he took the shots of amenities.
And they have to emphasize what were the great selling points of the house in the picture. We had a large, oversized lot. It was private, and that's something you can't find in the city. So they were definitely picking out things that were going to be selling points.
That was unique
pictures.
About the property, I would say, yeah.
So even in the process, we did receive an offer, but of course we decided to counter that offer. And even going through that process, Jane was very supportive. So she listened to all of our points, never made us feel bad or made us feel pressure that let's just make the sale. Why are you holding out? No, there's no pressure at all. So she listened to us and actually went back and presented all of our points so that we got the deal that we were actually going to be happy with.
So we can say all this back and forth and some of the details of the process behind it, but proof is in the pudding, right? So you can say that my property was the property that sold at the highest price point in 1 year in that neighborhood. That tells you that in 3 days she sold my property at the highest price point in the neighborhood. There are so many unique things about Jane and Clark. Not only there's a team behind that, not only experience is there, not only they are the one who uses the latest technology. So once your listing is online, it goes to so many different websites. The marketing machine, I would say, behind their strategy, their planning is just simply amazing. It's homes by cross.
Even all the documents you have to sign, they're using the latest technology there, so you don't have to sit and hand write your signature on hundreds of pages. Everything is automated. It's on DocuSign.
Everything
so
you can do basically with your iPad
yes,
or
in the comfort
iPhone.
of your own home.
House buying is a big important decision for anybody, whether you are buying your first house or you're buying your 10th house. The point is, once you get into that big of a commitment, you want to work with somebody who you can trust, not just for those 2 or 3 months when you're buying the house, but somebody who you can relate with, that you know that they are just working in your interest. And that's the point, because as I said, you can go to any agent and any agent will help you buy the house, but at the end of the day, if it is multiple thousands of dollars of house, then you do want that trustworthy person, and I can truly say, at least in our case, that Jane and Claude were always there with us.